Okay. So for this new chapter, linear law, there are actually, if I counted right, all from Form 1 to Form 5, there are 13 chapters that are related to this one chapter. So if you see everything, right? So first one is Form 1 Chapter 5, which is algebraic expression, of course, because algebraic is involved when you do linear equation, of course, that is basic. And linear equation is the name is linear law. So of course it will involve linear equation. And then Form 2, Chapter 2, factorization and algebraic expression. So how you factorize an equation. This also will include the expansion part, like the quadratic. Remember the quadratic equation question thing. So this is also one of it. And then this Form 2, Chapter 3, algebraic formulae is how you like arrange the equation, like express y in terms of m. When they give you a different type of equation, then you express it into another form. And then one more is Form 2, Chapter 8, graphs of functions. So of course, this will teach you how to draw a graph. Can be straight line, quadratic, cubic, reciprocal. But this one, linear law, is only focusing on straight line. So you'll only draw a straight line in this chapter, nothing else. And then Form 2, Chapter 10, find gradient of a straight line. So usually in the linear law questions, they will ask you after you draw your graph, find the value of A and B like that. So one of those values will actually represent the gradient. So you need to choose random 2 points on the graph, and then you use the gradient formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's what that chapter teaches you. And then you need knowledge from indices. Indices is also an important chapter because, like, let's say you want to multiply an indices x power 4 times x power 2. So the knowledge how to multiply this comes from this chapter. So that will involve also the linear law because you need to modify an equation they give in the question into the desired equation they want the question. So this is Form 2, Chapter 1. Actually, Form 3, Chapter 1 is related to Form 4, Chapter 4, your add maths, right? Remember? Indices, surds, and logs. Same thing, indices here, indices also here. So it's basically repeating again and again. Only thing they added new is surds and logs, which will also be involved in linear law. Later you will find out why. And then this is the one, straight line. Y equals mx plus c. This is the general form last time I told you. Or you can say y equals mx plus b, whatever. Usually we use c. C is the y%. And then, so that's what we are focusing today. Form 1 to Form 3 chapters, all the way for this linear law, before we enter linear law. But for the Form 4 chapters, I think we will cover a lot later on. So basic one is coming from the Form 1 to Form 3 chapters. So basically, if I count, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 chapters we need to go through before we start linear law. So it'll be quite fast actually if you know the basics already. No? So everything starts from here. So let's go. If you want this picture, I can send to you.
Yeah.
So later, if you have the books, like you can go through a lot of those chapters if you don't understand anything. If you have your Form 1 to 3 books. So yeah. So first one is Form 1, Chapter 5. Okay, so let's see. Form 1, Chapter 5. So what Form 1, Chapter 5 told you is all about the learning standard. Is that so that you can identify variables and algebraic expression, and then you solve basic arithmetic operations. So that is what you will find in this chapter. So for algebraic expression, we start from the basic. So I say P is 5, Q is 2, R is -4. So what is 2P plus Q? Simple question.
Where's the R come from?
That one just from the question they gave. They say given that all this is like this, because the following
Okay.
question they will put an R there. So what's the answer for 2P plus Q?
2P. 12.
Okay, so you know this. This actually basically, if you don't realize, right, this is also substitution. Remember, when you solve that question, you substitute the values inside here. You see, it's related.
Yeah.
So this is one part. Okay, this part is mastered already. And then the next part, let me see which is related. Mm, yeah, this part. Simplify. This one also is quite important. So let's go for the difficult one. 12
Okay.
mn minus 4p plus 6 plus 7p minus 10 mn plus p plus 2. Okay, so you can do this slowly. See what's your answer. Okay, this one is minus 2, not plus 2. Can get already?
Wait, doing it.
Don't get confused with the plus and minus sign, because like negative, positive, you need to know what's the result and negative, negative.
2mn plus 4p plus 4
Plus what?
plus 4p
Then?
plus 4.
Okay, where you get plus 4? Uh,
Uh,
this one is 6 plus 2, not 4. Minus -2 means 6 plus 2 should be 8.
oh,
Then the one also, what? You said 4p. Wait, let me see how you get 4p. 3p. Should get 2p. So negative 4p plus 7p is 3p. Then negative, positive. We don't have you plus 3p plus p. Yeah.
no, the negative 4p
Hmm.
plus p
Hmm.
become 3, negative 3,
Hmm.
then plus 7.
No, but this one you need to minus because negative and plus will result negative. This part. You
Oh,
must take negative 4p, what minus p, you get negative 5p, then you plus 7p, you get 2p. That's how it must go.
okay.
But usually you should follow the order. Like, don't jump from like here to here, then you go back here. So just like follow the sequence so that you don't get it wrong. So we try one more and see. Done a bit more complex one. Okay. Remember the what? Fractions, just leave it in the fractions. You don't need to convert to decimals.
Okay.
Eventually, you'll see your fractions. You won't have fraction in your final answer. Just get a whole number.
Hmm.
Don't solve manually. Plus, you can press the calculator straight like 2/3 plus 1/2 like that. No need to solve manually.
Oh.
So this one is normal. What they say the like terms FG, FG, FG. So you know you can just do the basic operation on the numbers only. You don't need to do anything to the terms. Because like x plus x, you get 2x. But
Okay.
nothing happens to the x. It remains as x at the end.
FG minus 6.
6 what?
6
Yeah, okay, good, correct. So yeah, that's how you do it. So this part you're okay already. So remember the negative side is the what most common area they make mistake because it's two opposite signs, then suddenly you get a plus. So this is where most parts because usually in maths we do things fast, right? So sometimes we can neglect this thing. So that's the only part. Yeah.
Okay.
So next one. This one, yeah. Then it's repeated multiplication. So if I say m times m times m times m, what is your final answer?
M cube.
M times n times m times n, 4 times.
M quad. M 4 power.
Yeah, power 4. That's how you say it here. Correct. Okay. And then, yeah, this is the question. So what you get here, if you do x plus 7 times x plus 7,
Uh,
you just can leave it in the form of the square here. You don't need to like expand one by one. Just straight away tell like this, like same form.
N square plus 7.
It should be like this. Yeah. Because the whole thing you repeat twice, not just x. You also repeat the plus 7 twice. What? So you just like group it in a bracket and you put a square. So this is what we learned all this while. Quadratic. So this is how you expand. Now, you know the pattern of expansion, no? Like how we do.
Yeah.
Like you go here, right? First, then here, then here, then here. Correct. So that you know how to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this part is done. And then next, so if I give 9p minus q, how can you simplify it?
Mm,
The form of repeated multiplication. Actually, basically, you just copy back the same thing only, nothing much. You see here,
Oh,
like this.
copy back.
Yeah. Tedious lah, but this is how it is. Like this, no? Same thing. Because when you times this back, you get this, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Because 3 times you repeat, that's why power 3. And usually when we do maths, we don't write the times. We just put a bracket side by side. Because this one means times already. So you don't need to use this symbol anymore. Usually in maths. Rarely we use the time symbol. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now this one is the indices chapter, lah, but it already came in Form 1 chapter 5, so straight away. Okay, so what will it be? Actually, this question you can use two methods. One method is the what you call the deeper understanding way. The another method is direct see and answer. So
Yeah. 12 is power 4,
yeah,
b cube.
yeah. Okay, so you did the direct way, lah. So I don't think the other way is useful. Yeah, it shouldn't be useful for this because you don't need to show that. That's a deeper understanding only. So another one now dy. Okay.
Yishen.
Hmm?
Yishen.
Yeah. Surprise student. I solve this first. Then I'll go back to that part.
15 m square.
How you get 15? 20 divide 5.
Oh, minus.
Yeah, the dot wasn't that clear. Okay, so 4m square then?
N negative 1.
Yeah, so it's also like this, the same thing, m square over n. You shift the m down, like 1 over n. So same thing. So you can leave it either here or here. Usually in maths we will use this way. Put the power on top, looks like all in one row, so it's easier. Okay, so back to the earlier question, the multiplication thing. So maybe I can use the long way now. AB squared times 4a cubed b. So what you do is basically you just keep on timesing how many times, you see? A is power 1, isn't it? If they don't write anything on the A, like A, means it's power 1 on top here. They secretly hide it for you. Because A means one time only. So A power 1, you just times one time. B square means B 2 times. And then times 4. A power 3 means A times 3 times. And then times B. So basically you have to group the numbers 3 times 4. And you group the like terms A means like this. And then B, B, B. So this is the form I taught earlier, repeated multiplication. So you can simplify this 3 times 4, 12, and then times A power 4, because there's 4 times, and then times B cubed 3 times. So usually we won't write this time sign, so we will convert the time sign, just write like this. So this is the longer method of understanding this whole thing. So you understand now? Ishan. Wait for him first. Okay. So yeah. So usually don't try using this method because it will be like a bit long and format. So directly see and directly get to here. You basically say 1, 2, 3 steps. First step to fifth step directly. So that's the preferred one. So yeah. And then the next one is yeah, now it's combined operation. So let's see. Mm, 2mn times pi m square divide 3n cube. Okay. Now we combine times and divide.
Wow.
This is what you will see in your indices chapter, form 4 and maths. They actually give this, the same thing in the earlier part of the chapter before they go to harder questions. So this actually came from form 1, if you notice. So basically, you should just like solve the top part first. You get the answer, then you divide the bottom part. That's the preferred way.
Five m cube. N -3.
How you get 5m cube? This one is 2 times 5 over 3, 10 over 3 should be.
Shit. 3.
Then you say m cube here, and then and the n should be n power negative 2. Because you see, n1 over n3 means n1 minus 3, so it's n negative 2. The division rule. Remember when you have, let's say,
Wow.
the same, I just give a different letter there. A1 minus 2, a power negative 1. Or you can write 1 over a. Or the longer way is you can do like this, a over a times a. So you cut 1. Yeah? 1 over a also. Same answer. So sometimes when you get confused, try using the longer way to solve it. But that's if the question uses a low power. Or else if you say like a power 9, suddenly they give you, you're not going to write a times a times a, then continue until 9 times. That's like too complicated. Right? So yeah, try to like see directly and times. Because calculator can't solve this. What this is what variable, what not numbers. So yeah, that's this question. So let me see. We try one more on the same type also. Okay.
I don't know. So
Hmm?
Ishan ask you something.
Wait. What was the answer for the previous question? Oh, that one. Wait. It was. Wait, let me find it. 5.2 C number 3A. 10m cube over 3n square. I think that's the one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is your question. Last one for this chapter, then done. So all the concepts will play around this, but they can twist and turn the question, but finally you have to solve this in the end. Remember when you times this here is actually meaning over one. Don't like forget about it. In case you suddenly times it to down here, should always times on top.
Okay.
So today we just plan to do two from one chapters lah. This one, then one more, then I will continue with Audit chapter 3. So basically, in 3 weeks, we can cover from 1 to from 3, all the chapters that related to linear law. Then we can enter linear law. Then I think you can understand better. If you want to divide this thing and then times also can, you can go either way. Like you can times the top and then divide this, or you divide first, then you times both ways. So can.
Oh,
Because divide and times is equal priority. What usually like when in operation you have like 6 divide 2 plus 3 minus 1. This one in bracket last, okay, you'll just put 3 plus 2, you get 5. But then let's say if you have an operation like this, put the plus here, plus 3 times 5. So divide and times will always have the priority. Then only you plus the products of these two. You see, if I solve directly, right, I follow from left to right. 6 divide 2, 3 plus same also. In this case, you get the same thing because it's not in the middle. So yeah, I think there was one concept they taught bot mass, if you remember.
oh shit.
In BM, I think bahagi darab something. This is bahagi.
Oh, bracket.
Yeah, something. That's why they put this in the front, means it's priority. Then only you see MAS, subtract, addition.
The first one is bracket. Bracket, order,
Bracket,
divide.
correct. Multiplication. Yeah, here's multiplication. Here's division, operation. Yeah. Finally, you reminded me on this. So, can get the answer, no?
Finding.
It's quite a complex one because it's involving three variables actually. So last one just now we did all was two only, I think. So now we
Yeah.
got extra thing. Always, no matter how complex it be, always like you must hold to your concept that what the individual concept. If you hold to your concept, then no matter what question, also you can still solve.
Mm. Negative 3 over 2
Okay.
p power 5
Yeah.
y power 2.
Y power 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then one more variable.
Oh, x is
Yeah.
x.
X is on top or down?
Uh, down.
Yeah, correct. So you notice here, remember power one. So you cut one, you cut here. See, there's still one more x down here. So good. Yeah, this is the most complex one actually in this chapter. So if you can do this, then okay already. So basically, the summary for this chapter is, let me see. Usually, if you do your own mind maps, right, mind map also actually helps a lot. So if I see algebraic expression, so this topic's name is algebraic expression. Look. So basically, it can be divided into variables. So always when you hear algebra means variables, that is it. Wait. Oh my god. Which working?
This now one, the complex one.
Oh, I can do again. Wait. Um, oh, this one. Yeah. Times P6Y. Okay, so just now I actually arranged it in a different way. The question I arranged it like this. This is the original question, Ovi. So I arranged it
Oh,
like this. Easier for you to imagine. Like you see like this one shot, you can solve actually, but here it's like more convenient to solve. Lah. So if
yeah.
I want to show a detailed one, 6 times x times y over 20 times p times x. Because here is x power 2, what? So x times x. And then times negative 5, p power 6, p times p times p times p times p times p times y power 1. So if you see here, x cut, and then 6 can divide by 20. So divide 2, you get 3. Divide 2, you got 10, and then you can compare with the number here. Always when there's numbers, you can solve them separately before you go to the variables. So you see here is 5 and 10. So you divide 5, you get 1. Divide 5, you get 2. Negative here, don't forget. So it's negative 3 over 2. And then you see next variable, you can see an x. Here there's no x, only x and x here. So you cancel the x down here should be x because there's only one x here. And then let me see, y. There's y on top one here, another y. So it's times y over p. This one there's 6p. So times p times p times p times p times p times p.
What did I miss?
Now I don't worry about this, Arif. This one you surely can do. This is basic one. P. So there's 6 here. And then there's a down here, there's a P, so don't forget about it, times P.
What algebra?
So, yeah, we are discussing about algebra to Horace because want to improve his basic before he can go into linear law.
Yeah.
Last one already, then we can start our discussion. So let me see. So it's negative 3y squared p power 5 over 2x. Let me see if it's correct or not. Negative 3y squared. Yeah, correct. So Ishan, this is how it is. If you want to do a complex way, I think you can understand.
Oh yeah, Ishan, this one right. If you want to do the chapter 3, you must follow the algebra.
Yeah, that's why I told. So even chapter 3 is related to this powers, not only linear law. Even
Oh,
can be related because it's linear equation. What this is also linear. So yeah,
okay.
I'll take this picture then send to the group so Ishan can refer easier.
Alright, boss.
So yeah, I'll do summary for this chapter. Then we can go to Aldip's one. 3 questions only. So let me see. So this chapter is actually algebraic expression. So actually we don't notice sometimes all these chapters we actually learn already, but then we we like not consciously we already start doing in maths, but we actually don't know our basic concepts that we do now actually come from this form 1 to form 3 chapters. So yeah, all chapters in maths come from that. Then they just maybe I would say complicate it. And then yeah, so algebraic expression there is variables. So this is the opposite algebraic terms. So that is what we went through all today, all these things. Uh, Let me see, addition and subtraction. Yeah, this is the part. This is where we combine the operations, no, and solve indices. And then multiplication and division. So for variables, we can divide it into a fixed value or varied value. So I think this one is just based on the word, you can understand what it means. Remember now in maths, we already learned variation, right? Varied value comes from the word variation. So yeah, so value of a fixed at any time. This is fixed value. So let's say like what example can we give? If varied value as example, temperature maybe varies over time. Like temperature in a day can increase and drop depending on day or
Normally, Bhuvan, fixed variable is normally, we can say is like a price, like not like we can say
night.
is like your price of your gaji and all those. It change yearly lah, but
Yeah,
it's
I
still
would say that
constant.
also. Yeah,
And then variable the one can change one is like your daily expenses. Like every day doesn't mean like tomorrow you're gonna
yeah,
spend 4 ringgit, but next day you're gonna spend more than that. So we don't know.
yeah. I'll agree with Audip also what he said. It's actually correct. So yeah, if you want to like assume like you have to assume sometimes that this thing is constant, like your gaji, as long as you don't get like
Mm,
a pay rise or anything. So yeah, that's the example. So basically, you won't need this now, but this is just an explanation for the chapter. And then algebraic terms, we have like and unlike terms. So like means same,
mm-hmm.
unlike means different. Comes from the word itself. So like terms, let's say this is the example they gave: 2x and negative 3 over 5x. So why they call it like is because they are having the same variable with the same power. X and X, power 1, power 1. Only the number is different here. So that's why they call it like. And then unlike, there's two options. It can either be different variable, X and Y. This is where our simultaneous comes from. Chapter 3, linear equation. And then either 2x and negative 7x squared. So here you see the power is different. So it's unlike. Here the variable is different. That's why it's unlike. So that's the explanation. And then this is some example for addition and subtraction. Give 1 5a plus 6a is 11a. So this is what we did, something like that just now. And then multiplication and division. Uh, I show the long method maybe. Let me see. 36pq over 4p. So we will get 36 times p times q over 4 times p, 9q. So yeah, this is the summary for the whole chapter 5. Done. One chapter a day. So it's 1 out of 8 on the way to chapter what? Linear law. So this is the thing.
Bowen, can I go to chapter 3 for one?
Yeah, now finish already. Now we can start.
Okay, Bowen, I wasn't like y'all can see it from that book, right? The question.
Yeah, except Howard. Oh wait, Howard, I already sent the file. So Howard, you can refer to your
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to show some basic chapter 3 again, can I, Ishan? I want to yesterday like the numbers are quite confusing. Hey, let's do another thing. So I want to this one. Wait, let me share. I got my notebook.
You starting on the questions first or what?
No, that's basic for one again.
Ah.
Then after that you can do one question now. Bowen.
Yeah, can the one I chose last 7, 10, 16.
Alright.
I choose the hard one, lah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, understand the hard one, then easy ones will be okay.
Okay, wait. Let me find my.
Maybe you can try the chapter 7 example, then I will choose one hard one out of the 10 or 16.
Chapter 7 got a save.
No, number 7 from our module, because the one is Sederhana, so you can
Oh,
guide on
okay.
that. You do the one, I'll do the hard one.
Okay, wait.
Hmm.
Guys, wait. I bring this one. Um. Okay. Okay, I'll share my screen.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. I hope this one. Okay. Window. Share. That. That. Can you all see my share?
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so nice.
Okay. So, okay. Now, okay. Sure, this one is new system, right? Okay. So now, what question we want to do? 7, huh?
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
Ishan. Yesterday the question we did asked you to do was question one, right? Oh, one question. I forgot already. The
You'll
question.
reply in the chat box because
Oh.
you cannot this thing. Yeah.
All right. So okay, question 1. Okay. So all right. So our listen to chapter 1. Okay. Can see. Okay.
Yeah, can.
All right. So the first question, they say Halim, Daud, and Frida bought some item for the preparation of Hari Raya. Halim bought 3 packets of cooking chocolate. Normally, in the tips, I can give this. When they say got 3 packets of cooking chocolate, 2 packets of dates, and a box of candy, I will say all of the 3 things that we don't know, we put with X or Y, Z, like X, Y, or Z. We put it like this is chocolate, this is dates, and this is candy. So I make them all like one variable. Okay, so they say that means, and then they continue. Dot bought 4 packets of cooking chocolate, 3 packets of date, and box of candy for RMs and 7. Fritos bought 6 packets of cooking chocolate, a pack of dates, and 4 boxes of candy of 83 ringgit. Find the unit price of each term of item purchase. So just now when we say XYZ, so that means we want to know what is the price of this XYZ. Because we know already how many we want to buy, but we need to know the XYZ. So in these tips I can give to do this question, what we'll do is easy. First, we look at the first sentence. You say the 3x of chocolate. So the cooking chocolate. So I say cooking chocolate as X. Okay. So cooking chocolate X, dates I say as Y, and candy I say as Z. So we got these 3 variables. So what is the first equation we can get from first sentence? Is they say 3x, okay, plus with 2y plus with a box of candy. So Z equals to 56. So this is our first equation. Okay. All right. The second one we create is when they say 4 packets of cooking chocolate. So 4x plus with the 3 packets of dates. So 3y. Okay. N is all plus. because they want total of it. And then after that, wait, my 56 ringgit. 50, this one 56, why I do that? Sorry. Okay, so 56 is 3y and then a box of candy, so z. Z equals to 77. Okay, then after the next one, they ask, Firdaus bought 6 packets of cookie chocolate, a pack of date, and 4 boxes of candy. So 6x plus with y plus with 4z, you get 83. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah. Can.
Okay, all right. Now let's continue. So from this one, yesterday Ishan, I taught you, right, from this 31. So if you want to use what I teach the best thing is for this question now. Substitution cannot lah, but if you try, so can Boon, you can try substitution for this question now, because I try substitution, I can't get the answer.
Oh, substitution method.
So you can see from Boon's slide lah.
I'll try on the
Okay.
spot.
Elimination, I will
Yeah,
teach
you
after
work
this.
elimination there, I work substitution here, one shot.
Okay, so Ishan, yesterday I didn't teach you elimination, but now I'll teach you lah. Okay, so Boon will do what I teach you Wednesday one. Never, Ishan, I'll teach you. So Boon will teach you what I teach you the day one, that how I taught you the A, B, or you substitute all inside, the same thing, no problem there. So the same thing all. So and he will compare with me how I do elimination. So he will do okay. So for me, I do elimination because I can't get for substitution. I also know. Okay, so elimination very simple. Okay, elimination, what you do is very simple. First,
This one is number one.
which one?
Yeah, I found already. Number one. First question, right?
Yeah, first question.
Yeah.
16, okay, so it's easy. So what I do, Ishan, is when I know this one is the first equation, right? So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third equation. Okay, so what I do is, now from these two equations, I will use like substitution, that day, but this one very simple lah. So that I do very simple lah. Let's just say you got 3 equation. So you make like this lah, these two boxes like that. So the outcome is we want to make an equation from these two equation up here and these two equation here. 1 and 2 we want to make an equation, and 2 and 3 we make an equation. But that substitute was different. You have to use one equation to substitute all of it. So from here, we find which variable is the same to take out. Let's just say I want to take out
Wow, substitution is going to be very long.
exactly. So now I want to take out. Okay, what you want to take out, Ishan? You tell to me. Anything you want to take out from here? Which one you want to take out? Y, X, or Z? You can choose one. Z. Okay. All right. Why Z? Because Z is 1, right? So we take 1. Okay, we take equation 1 minus equation 2. You get equation A. Okay, equation A here, what we do, 3x minus 4x, what do you get? Minus x. Because 3x minus with 4x, so 3x negative 4x. Okay, 3x and positive 3x and negative 4x, you get negative x. And then you have the last one here, 2y and 2y minus 3y. Because we say minus what? 1 minus 2. So the 3y will become negative. So will become negative y. Then after that, 56 minus 77. So you get minus 21. Okay. So you get that x plus y equals to 21. So you get one equation here, A. Okay.
Ardip can go down a bit, slide down a bit.
Okay. Can copy it?
Can.
Okay. Here
Can explain how the negative become positive? Because
okay.
top is minus x.
Normally, okay, like this. That means you see what I do is I times with negative 1 here.
You
I
brought
times
all
with,
in front.
no, that's simple. It's like that. No, you know balance. Like let's just say we eat food, right? Okay, we eat food every day. So we eat like some people eat fatty food and some people eat clean food. So when we eat this clean food and we want to make it fatty food, when we negate this like okay like something complex I explained like this fatty food we want to make this to clean food. So what we do, we change the food, we take out the oil all. So to take out the oil like this lah. From the oil that one is like the negative. So I take out the negative, I make positive. But make sure all of this is all negative here to make it all positive.
Oh, okay, okay.
Then only straight away like that.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, this is before I told you right. You make two boxes first. Okay, these two boxes here, then you can. After that, you make okay. After that is B. We want to make the next one B. So B
Okay.
here, we take 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3, we get B.
B.
Okay, B. So what we do is 4x minus is 6x, you get minus 2x. Correct?
Okay.
Then 3y minus 3y, what do you get? 2y.
2y.
Okay, and then z minus with 4z. Okay, okay. Before that, I never do this properly. Okay, before that, okay. Now, sorry. Listen, sorry.
Huh? 7
Since we take out here z here, right? We need to take out z here also.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what can make this z equals to this z here? So this z will times
wait,
4, right? So we times 4 with the equation 2.
Okay.
So 4 times with the equation 2 is 2, equation 2.
That's times 4 times.
4 times because we
The
make
same
4z.
equation times 4 times, right? Okay, okay.
It's not we know straight away times 4 inside. Like
Okay.
okay, then after 4 times with 2 and then we minus with 3. Then we can get our equation B. So this one means 4 times with 4x you get 16x. Then plus 3y 12y minus with plus with 4z. Okay, equals to 77 times with 4. What do you get? 77 times with 4. 77 times with 4. Sorry, Aisha. Take it. 77 times with 4. 308. Okay, 77 times 4 is 308.
308. Okay.
After that, you already got 308 already. Now, this is the when we time 4. So we want to minus with this equation 3 because we make it same 4z. So 6 so that means now 16x minus 6x you get 10x, right?
10x.
Okay. Then 12y minus 3y, what do you get? 11y.
11y.
4z minus 4z, what do you get? Nothing because 0.
Yeah, so eliminated already.
Eliminated already. Then 308 minus with 83. 83 you get 225.
Alright.
Okay, you understand that this part or?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so we already got B equation already.
Okay.
So now what
I'll be faster than you.
Okay, chill lah. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take A minus with the B.
Okay. Equation A minus equation B.
This is the final step already. Final step, you know. Okay.
Hey, so fast.
Easy,
Okay.
right? Boon one, I don't know lah. He's superwoman lah.
Substitution for this one is hard.
He write the whole whiteboard.
Exactly. So now what I want to make it, I want to eliminate what now? Let's just say I want to eliminate x lah. You see this equation A, equation I want to eliminate x. So A, what can make it same with this 10x? We times 10, right? We A.
Times 10.
So 10 times A minus with the B. You get your, I say this C lah. This is your final product lah, but you get the answer here, C already. So when 10x, you get 10x plus V. Okay, 10x plus V, 10y.
10y.
Okay, minus with 200. Okay, equals to 210.
210.
Okay, so this is our A. Okay, the 10 times A. So this now we can minus off already. 10x and 10x, what do you get? Nothing. 10y minus 11y, you get negative y.
Negative y.
Then 210 minus 225, what do you get? Minus 15. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so y equals to, just now I told you what the fatty food and this one, but all
15 or
negative.
1.5?
No, 15, sorry.
Okay.
Minus 15. So That's why I told you about the fatty food. You make to clean food, the clean food to fatty food. So
Yeah.
if everything is negative, everything is bad, we can make it to positive back again.
Positive.
So all
Oh,
is 15. But make sure all is negative, a positive sign. Like, you've got one positive sign there, and you change it all to positive, cannot. You've got all
oh,
negative sign, then only can. Like, you've got
okay,
mix cannot already.
okay.
Alright, so you get y15 ID. So when this y15 ID, we can substitute into any equation now. Let's see, we substitute y equal 15 where we want to get. We want to get x, right? So x plus 15. We can substitute any equation that has this equation here. But make sure go two lah, like this x and y. Don't go put inside this big equation. You cannot find the y also there. Because
Okay,
you're lacking of z now. So you want
okay.
to find, you already got y, so you need to find x. Then only you can find z. So x plus 15 equals to 21. Okay. So x equals to, at last 21 minus 15, you get 6. Okay. Then now we got the x, we got the y. Then
Process.
substitute.
Oh,
So 3x, so 3x, 36, okay, plus we 2y, 2 here is what? 2 here is 2y here, this time we got y, 15, okay, 2y 15, and then plus with z equals to 56. So at last you get the answer of 18 plus with 30 plus z equals to 56. Okay, this is 56 now.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
so at last, okay, this 30, this 30. So z equals to 56
56.
minus with 48, what do you get?
Okay, get the answer.
There you get already. Got it, Aisha? Can understand?
Ah, yeah, they understand.
Alright. You can copy. Which one you want to copy down here?
Yeah, yeah, there.
Alright.
Yes,
Always understand all, huh?
yeah.
Alright.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
Ishan, that day, you feel this substitution easier or elimination easier?
Oh, elimination, obviously.
So
Based
you
on
can
this
just,
question, yes, not always elimination is easier.
okay lah, Buan. I
Ah,
know you smart already, stop flexing lah.
No, actually, it depends on you, like which method you want to choose during the exam. Sometimes you feel like you want to do substitution, then you do it based on what you.
but subs.
Buan love to flex one.
Hmm?
Buan, he love to flex one.
No lah.
That's why.
I show the substitution one. Oh, open camera, Adi.
Now what to do? I have to open.
I show the substitution one, huh?
Substitution.
Okay, so now these are the three equations that we found out. So yeah, just put the label of 1, 2, 3 beside here to guide the examiner. Then you just randomly choose any equation that has like one term. You see, in my case I chose to choose that lot to express the equation. Means I take it from number one. You just take any equation that has.
Buan, I can't see your screen. Your screen very blur. You all can see,
How come now come blur?
Can see Bhuvan lah.
I can see Buan, but cannot see
Handsome
his
fella.
cannot see his handwriting.
So okay, just see this one. So basically,
Bhuvan later you just snap and send lah.
yeah, I snap now. Then you can see me what I'm explaining. Right?
That would be better because I also can't see.
Wait, I snap now. Then you just see in the group how it goes.
Alright.
Sorry,
guys, I was late. 5.
Okay, it was right on time actually. Because I
really?
just it was right on time.
Wow.
So you can refer them. So basically, I put you try to eliminate the equation that I just said there. If you try to express this right, you will finally get x equals something divide 3 because you see there's a 3 here, right? So when you try to substitute later, it's going to get complex. So that's why I chose a variable that has number 1 in front. You can even choose y here.
You
Y
see,
also
Ishan,
has
yesterday,
number one.
sorry to disturb one. The day yesterday, the Wednesday I teach you Ishan, you can form any equation where you want to form with the variable. I taught you the first step. This is what Bhuvan doing right now. He's finding from the simplest formula where you like instead of taking 4y plus this one, you find it simpler where got y plus z is and all. So you can make
Yeah, the
equation
single
Z.
variable.
Single variable.
Okay.
And then basically from here, number 4, right? Let me see. So don't put back inside 1. That's the worst thing you must do. Because if you put number 4 into 1, you're actually repeating the same thing. So you'll finally, I think, get maybe 0 equals 0. That's one of the type of solution I told Aldip that day. 0 equals 0. So you cannot substitute 4 back into the equation you took from here, which is 1. So the other two options you have now is 2 and 3. So you put Z inside here, not that difficult because it's only one Z. So you place it inside here, solve algebraic. This one can't help, this one is normal, like what we did just now. See, this is what we did exactly just now. Now it comes again. So you plus 56 minus 3x minus 2y, you form this equation. So then next step, you put substitute 4 into 3. So basically you're going like this. And then you just simplify. This part here, you get negative 6x minus 7y equals 141. Sometimes if you prefer, you can remove the negative. Like what Aldip said just now, you negative the whole equation. So negative, you come.
You become positive.
Yeah, so 6x plus 7y equals 141. So don't put the negative, it might confuse you. So then after this, remember
my
here.
life negative Bhuvan can help me.
What?
My life is negative. Can
What?
positive it?
Oh.
My life is negative.
Cannot help. The one maths cannot help that. So when you get these two equation here, when you time 6 here, you cannot do this. If you time 6 here, this is already the elimination method that Aldip showed. You try to eliminate the x, you cannot do this. So you have to continue again. Where is it going now? Here.
You eliminate x.
No, I didn't eliminate. I actually substitute. You see, from 5,
Ah.
from this equation, I put 21 minus y. It means it's like a second time I repeat the step I did earlier. That's why it came so long. So then you get this one, right? Then you sub inside 6. Don't sub back inside 5. It's the original equation, form 5. So then you solve this, you get y is 15. Then same answer. So usually when you get one value correct, the next two value most likely you will get correct, unless you make a careless mistake later on. Because if one value is correct, it will satisfy all these three equations already. So when you get this, you put y equals 15. You can choose either this or this, no problem, as long it doesn't have let me see, don't have an x because we never find x yet. And then you put this inside here. I chose to substitute into wait, why I did this? Let me see. Oh, I substitute inside here because it's x in terms of y. What? I found y, so we can find x to here. You get x is 6. And finally, substitute x equals to 6, y equals 15 into 4. See, 4 here, I express z equals blah, blah, blah. So you want z, right? So we put the two values here. X is 6, y is 15, get z is 8. So it's up to you. See, both methods can get you the same answer. One is shorter, one is longer. That's it.
All right, our God himself, Bhuvan
Yes,
and Aldi. Thank
Bhuvan.
you so much, guys.
But don't try this method in exam. If you can notice earlier before you start the question, like it's going to take you this amount of time, try using Adib's method if it comes to your mind.
Will they ask like particularly for us to use substitution, or we can choose to use eliminated
Yeah,
substitution?
this is one more point also. If the question is like very strict, they will ask you by using substitution or elimination. But so far, if you see a module you get, right, they didn't specify.
Easy, Ishan. When you see the equation, that time I'll be jumping off the building. SPM.
I don't think they will be so strict until they specify. I think you can use any method as long
That's
as you
why
get good
that time
answer.
if they be so speak, don't know tomorrow they have a case jump down one.
Aldi, you want that hard question? You want to try?
No hell no lah. Today we start basic first lah.
Wait, I share with you.
We cannot go. You see, like you see, you must understand. When you have war, you cannot go and conquer the country first. First, you must disarm the nation.
Yeah,
Disarm the people. You know whose quote is that?
Who?
Hitler.
Wow.
At the moment you say why, I know it's
Ah.
You influencing too much, Aldi.
No, you can use daily life lah, but not his way he did lah. But the quotes.
Aldi, the one I shared, the one that remember the marking scheme, how they give equation, how they give marks for each chapter. Okay, I share back for Ishan.
Yes, Ishan. You need to see that one. I forgot about it.
So this is how it is. Same is
Oh,
always the same thing. So you know where you get your marks. La. This is not the same question, just a random question, but this is the same thing, la, same concept, just different
okay.
number. Thing you'll understand a bit. Yeah. Okay.
So Ishan, do you understand what we teach today? In
Hey, you
ours,
guys are gods lah.
they
You
they
guys
they
should
know
replace
God.
Theobian lah.
They know God. They
I gonna write letter to someone asking to kick Theobian or you all come teach me advance.
She teach your class, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
Ishan, that
It
day
is.
that day I did hard was very confusing, right? The
Adi,
subject.
Adi.
Huh?
You know this
Yeah.
is recording, right? What you said is all recorded.
Yeah, I know lah.
I
Never
must
mind
send
lah.
this to Vijaya, you know.
Hey,
Hey,
bro, bro,
whoa,
bro.
you call why you call her name like that? You must call Miss Vijaya lah.
It's okay.
Why it's
Natural.
okay? Why it's okay? She'll be shouting at you the next day. Get
Okay, I
ready
stop
lah.
first.
Okay. Hey Ishan, yes, that day one the